Hi everybody, Catherine Sloan, licensed therapist here to talk to you more about mindfulness. Today we're going to be just focusing on basic breath work and noticing where our thoughts are. So this is important because a lot of times we get lost in our thoughts and then we judge ourselves for getting lost in our thoughts when we're doing mindfulness. So for instance, I might notice that I'm distracted and think, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Or, see, I told you this wouldn't work for me. So oftentimes we get really judgmental about ourselves if our mind wanders somewhere else, when the goal of mindfulness is just to notice where our thoughts are. So let's say I'm practicing a mindfulness meditation and I notice that I'm thinking about a text I got earlier. Instead of beating myself up and say, why can't I do this? What's wrong with me? Why am I so distracted? I would just notice I'm thinking about my text message and then redirect myself back to my breath. And that is mindfulness. It's just noticing where our thoughts are and redirecting ourselves to the present moment. So let's just start out by closing our eyes. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can sit or lie down, whatever works for you. And we're just gonna get grounded in our breath. So the breath is the anchor. We can always come back to our breath to get grounded. We call the breath the anchor. So all you have to do to start mindfulness is noticing your breath. So bring your attention to your breath. You don't have to breathe any certain way. We're not going to be counting our breaths right now. And allow your abdomen to relax. A lot of times people are really holding in their stomach, for various reasons. As a culture, we're always taught, like hold in your belly. And we don't want to be doing that. We want to be able to relax the abdomen, relax the belly, and breathe deeply into the abdomen. So just allow your abdomen to relax and notice how that feels. And I just want you to notice how it feels to breathe. So if you were to describe to somebody how it feels to breathe, how would you describe that? Noticing all the little sensations that come with breathing. I want you to take a moment to notice how it feels when the air hits the back of your throat. If you can't feel the air hitting the back of your throat, that means you might just need to have a longer inhale through your nose. Some people say they can notice a particular spot in the back of the throat where they feel the air hit the back of the throat. So see if you can notice a sensation like that. And by now, maybe you've noticed you've had a distraction. Maybe you've noticed that you started thinking about, something else, like, is this worth my time? Or I'm bored. Or what's the point of this? Maybe you had those thoughts, and that's fine. You just notice that you're having those thoughts. Notice that you're having those thoughts and redirect yourself to the present moment, which is your breath. Notice how it feels for your abdomen or your chest to expand. You can even reach up and touch your chest to see how that feels, or touch your abdomen. If it doesn't feel comfortable for you, if you're feeling uncomfortable, that's okay too. we're just open to whatever feeling is there without wanting it to be any different. And without judging ourselves for having a certain feeling or having thoughts. Continuing to notice your breath. And as you breathe in, I want you to repeat the motto, just this moment, just this breath. So as you breathe in, you can say just this breath. And then as you breathe out, just this moment. Just this breath, just this moment. And start to notice any other sensations you might be feeling in your body. Some people can feel their heartbeat. Some people can feel other tingling sensations in their fingertips or their toes. Some people might feel a lightness. Just becoming an observer of whatever's happening without having an opinion about it or wanting it to be any different. At the count of 3, we're going to come out of this meditation and be in the present. 3, just moving our fingers and toes. 2, stretching out a little bit more, stretching my back. And then 1, eyes open. Hope you enjoyed that meditation. And I hope that you can practice a little bit of mindfulness every day, because it's a skill that we have to develop over time. And the next thing you know, you realize you're worrying less, ruminating less, and able to stay in the present moment longer without distractions. It's a skill that we have to practice over time. It's just like building a muscle or learning any other skill, like an instrument or riding a bike.